So I was kind of inspired by a YouTube video I was watching to talk about the subject of laziness. The video wasn't necessarily like just about loneliness. It kind of just was thrown in there, I guess. But it still made me have this thought about it, and I kind of wanted to, I guess, put that out into the world. I was gonna put it on my IG, but I wanted to talk more about it in like 60 seconds. I don't know if you heard that, but regardless. Um, so, humans have, or people generally believe that humans are kind of innately lazy. I mean, I don't fully know the percentage of people who believe that, but I feel like it's commonly established that humans are just lazy creatures, which, I could see why people would come to that conclusion. And and part of me kind of doubts that, though. If you add in the fact of, we are just these emotional creatures with so many aspects to us. We're just these creatures who have just so happened to come into existence by some manner that nobody knows, but everyone has their own different faith or no faith. Either way, that's not the topic of this video. But if you throw in the fact that we just so happen to have, come into existence and evolve over time, over generations, and the fact that we have made a lot of progress, like even over the last 100 years, seems like, at least in my knowing of history, not that I'm an expert in that, but it seems like massive, massive, massive changes in the last 100 years, which change can be hard, so I can understand why, with all the new tech coming out, people get more anxious and among other issues. But if you look at us as this species evolving over time, and the fact that we're still kind of young and naive, I kind of have this feeling or notion that we as humans have kind of, because we can obviously be lazy, I'm not saying that we're not, or that we can't be, we definitely can be, but I'm kind of having this notion that we kind of create the laziness in ourselves. We as this evolving species have created norms and just a way of being and existing and going through life, and it can be very hard to not follow the norm and to individualize yourself and as hard as that is, you have all the other factors that we as humans throw in of making it harder on ourselves by fighting and cheating and lying to protect ourselves and to advance ourselves in our careers, when and then all the economics of inflation. It's like we've made life so hard for, you know, us. I feel like we could, make things simpler. Easier said than done, but, we've made a lot of progress and we're still evolving, and change will happen. Change happens whether we like it or not. We're always moving forward. And I feel like this laziness kind of comes from all the challenges that we have, all the challenges that we've created for ourselves, all the divisiveness. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. All the separation, all the competition. And I feel like we don't really need to compete. I mean, we need to, like, financially, supposedly. Because, that's a whole mess. Everyone's just trying to get by and survive. But if we develop as a society, if we unite and we help each other, and we as a species, we change. We stop worrying about how we look and, being popular. And if we encourage growth and change and learning, would people really, and they didn't have these challenges. Not that it's not good to have challenges, because challenges help us grow. And they say some people just aren't cut out for success, which could be fair in this moment in time, because there's so much challenge. You just gotta be a tough motherfucker to make it. But in the future, would people really be lazy if they weren't expected to conform to this idea of what one is supposed to do? This idea of you gotta be popular, and you gotta go out and drink and party and just not be aware of the fact that, we are these deep creatures, deep emotional creatures. Pretty complex at times, multifaceted. If we can acknowledge that, maybe people would be more, I don't know if this is the right word exactly, but they'd be more apt or inclined, I guess, to do what they actually want to do versus, going out and drinking because their friends want them to. They feel pressured. I feel like we're all helping each other to conform to, the way that we currently have in front of us, the one we've had, the one we have. But yeah, so is laziness really, could we shift the percentage of people that choose to live a more lazy life. I don't know if I worded that correctly, but like shift from, people being more lazy to being more active and, being happy and healthy in their mind and not having to be in survival mode. We could shift them to I don't even know what you could fully call that. You could say more of a learning state of mind, or I mean, to get away from our current laziness, you know, it'll definitely be challenging. I'm not saying that'll be easy or anything. I'm saying maybe a little more a little more simple. We just need a we don't need a lot of everything, we need a lot of a little bit. Or a little bit of a lot. A little bit of a lot. you know, a little more patience, a little more love, a little more relief, connection to our neighbor. And I feel like that's all for this video, so